This is Mr. Islam Yusuf. In this tutorial we'll know the properties of the number. The first property for the number, which is the commutative property, which is a plus b equals b plus a. If you change the order of the number in adding or multiplication, the result will be the same. For example, if we say 4 plus 5, which equals to 9, and 5 plus 4, we change the order of the number, you will find that the answer will be 9. So 4 plus 5 is equal to 5 plus 4, and that's called the commutative property. You will find the same answer for multiplication. If we say 4 times 5, which equals to 20, and 5 times 4, add the same will be equals to 20. So if you change in adding and multiplication, you will find the same answer. The second property that we have, which is called the associative property. We depend on this property in grouping operations. For example, if we have 2 plus 3 plus 4, and 2 and 3 inside the bracket, it means we need to solve the operation inside the bracket. So 2 plus 3, which equals to 5, plus 4, which equals to 9. Now we have the same number, which is 2 plus 3 plus 4. But we have inside the bracket 3 and 4. It means we need to solve 3 and 4 at the first, so it will be 2 plus 3 plus 4, which equals to 7. So the answer now will be equals 9. So we'll find that we have the same answer. We can check for multiplication as 2 times 3 times 4. 2 times 3 times 4. For the first one, we have 2 and 3 inside the bracket. For the second one, we have 3 and 4. So the first one, 2 times 3, which equals to 6, times 4 equals to 24. For the second one, we have 2 times 3 times 4, which equals to 12. 2 times 12, which equals to 24. So we'll find that if we keep the order of the number as it is without any change, but we change the order of operation, which operation will be at the first, which operation will be inside the bracket, we will find the same answer. That's called the associative property. The third one that we have, which is called the inverse. We have two types of the inverse, which is the additive inverse or the multiplicative inverse. The additive inverse, if we add any number to its inverse, you will find that the answer will be 0. For example, we can say that 5 plus the inverse, which is negative 5. So the answer now will be equal to 0. Or we can say that negative 3 over 4. Its inverse is 3 over 4. One of them positive and the second will be negative. So the answer now will be equal to 0. By the same, we have multiplicative inverse. Any number, if you multiply it by its inverse, the answer will be 1. For example, we can say that 2 over 3 times 3 over 2. So the answer will be equals to 1. Or we can say that 5 times 1 over 5. Because 5, which equals to 5 over 1. Its inverse is 1 over 5, and their product will be equals to 1. That's called the additive inverse and multiplicative inverse. Additive inverse to get the answer equals 0, and the multiplicative inverse to get the answer equals to 1. The fourth property that we have, which is called the identity. We have two types of identities. The first one, additive identity, and the second one is called the multiplicative identity. The additive identity, which is any number added to 0, so the answer will be the same number. For example, we can say that 4 plus 0 is equals to 0 plus 4 is equals to 4. And for the multiplicative identity, if we have any number and multiply it by 1, the answer will be the same number. We can say that 2 times 1 is equals to 1 times 2 is equals to 2. In the next tutorial, we'll know more about the distributive property, the like term, simplifying the expression.